Welcome, everybody. This is Kinetic News Daily. We are real, we are live, and we are delivering the unfiltered news that mainstream media is just not going to give you. Today, Wednesday, June 3rd, we're going to be talking about the global food supply. The agricultural intelligence wires flashing massive system alerts, and it is food shortages are just about to start beginning to get very bad. If you want the real data, we're going to try to give it to you right now. The globalist establishment, the globalists, the ones that control all of our resources these days, they want total control of everything we consume. And we all know that. That's control the food, control the population, you control the water, you control the fuel, you control the energy. It's all engineered. And it's engineered by the corporations, and we all know that. Now, the global livestock registry, um, they're starting to. It's meant to run the small guys out. They've been doing this the whole time since I was a kid. They've been doing this, and they're just amping it up on steroids. They're sweeping new international agricultural directives. Uh, And it just leaked that they're revealing the hidden timeline to force a mandatory digital registration of all local and independent livestock owners. The establishment is claiming that it's for your public safety. Yeah, every time they start saying public safety, public health, it's all for your children. Yeah, well, that's when you ought to put shields up because they're lying. It's all about taking control of something or raising the prices, and both is what they always do. This isn't about animal health, anything. It's about the digital asset inventory. They want to track everything, every independent food item, everything. And that way they can ration areas that they want when they want. They can control everything. That's what it's all about, people, and you guys must know that by now. The farm infrastructure lockdown is under cover of this new policy. Local family farms, they're being hit with massive unpayable fees. Compliance fees is what they are. If you don't do it, you're out of business. If they refuse to install automated biometric tracking systems on their land, small scale farmers are going to be out of business. They're being literally squeezed out of business right now. And that's the same thing they did to the dairy farmers with the milk back in the 80s and in the 90s. This is how the corporate takes it all over, and they control how much food you get, when you get it, where you get it, and we'll get to the digital part. But this is all used high tech regulation to bankrupt the little guy, is what it's all about. It's to bankrupt you right out of business. Run the moms and pops out of business. Run the small ranchers out of business. It's a massive corporate land grab camouflaged under your safety, for your safety. Yeah, when you start hearing that, that's when you start, like I said, shields up. The deep state grain requisition. At the exact time the federal logistics report shows the corporate agriculture monopolies have quietly bought over 40% of the remaining grain reserves in the Midwest. They over 40%. And I think that number's low. This is a massive consolidation of the food resources. They're taking control over half of it. And the media distracts the public with nothing. Three massive monopolies now hold the keys to all the bread lines, all of them. And the corporate corner, grain, food becomes a weapon of submission. Do what we say or you don't eat. And this is all gonna tie right into the digital system and the data centers we talked about yesterday. But this is an independent supply chain, uh, and people are shouting from the tops of their roof. Current grocery distribution networks are going to start hitting some 3 and 4 day buffers. Now, most people think there's 2, 3 days. I would say there's probably a 3 or 4 day, and hopefully, some people are stocking up inside of their houses. You should have at least a week. But these days, yeah, you better be going for 6 months. 72 hours. This is a time span between major cities, complete chaos, fall down, breakdown, empty grocery stores, shelves empty. Yeah, it's a timeline that people don't understand. When it comes, well, there it is, and there it's gone. This is where I say you rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So, by all means, go grocery shopping and stock up some food, keep some spare water. Um, that's just common sense, everybody, especially today. Power grid goes down, that's common sense. Come on. Okay, the hidden deep within recent central bank white papers, the blueprint of a digital grocery token system tied to direct the future of programmable currency. So if they don't like what you're buying, you're not going to buy it. They want the power to dictate exactly what foods your family is allowed to purchase based upon your compliance with their digital matrix. So if they don't like what you're saying, they don't like what you're doing, you don't comply with their means of whatever they want, well, then you're going to get digitally erased or cut off. You want to buy that steak? No, you can go buy the bug sandwich. That's what they'll allow you to buy. Anyway, they print the money, they cause inflation, and then they buy up the real survival assets while telling everybody to eat synthetic bugs. Is what they do. And you all know that. We all know that. Trader Joe's, half of their store, I don't know, it's got some weird stuff in it. And I like Trader Joe's, but I'm just saying, things are changing. Total rule class corruption. The ruling class rules all. The bottleneck, it's here. The highways to the emissions regulations, creating secondary bottlenecks of state border inspections, forcing independent food transport trucks to sit idle for hours. It's an engineered delay and slowdown, just like you're on the highway and there's an accident 3 miles up. Well, once that accident clears, how long does it take for you 2, 3 miles down the road to get moving? Yeah, you got another half hour, 45-minute wait. So put it in today's terms, you're talking 3 weeks to a month. And that means a whole lot of chaos and very, very hungry people. They're choking the logistical arteries of the entire country, and they're doing it on purpose. Uh, They're running independent truckers ragged to guarantee regional accuracy. And then if you're in California, well, they're passing out driver's license, trucker's license to use as lethal weapons all around the country. So, I mean, that's no guarantee you're going to get food there anyway. So, because of the central bank, centralized food grind is coming completely weaponized. Local communities fight back and should be fighting back by building underground, not literally underground, but yes, you can. Farming networks. Have your own supplies. You know, Jane down the road could do the potatoes, and Mary down the other side of the road can do something else, and everybody can do it together. But those days, whoa, they were back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Those days don't, I don't see those days here anymore. So the day protocol for the day. Everybody should be stocking up and being aware, making themselves aware of all this stuff. Don't wait for a full blown emergency broadcast from anybody. I don't care who they are. Don't be waiting for it to come to you. You be ready for it. So when it comes, that just makes you aware of what is going on, and everything else is covered. You don't have to run down to the store to get a first aid kit. You don't have to run down to the store to get some food. Uh, Water goes out and you ain't got no water, I don't know what you're going to do. Do you got water filter systems? Do you got a means of taking care of your family if the grid goes down, whether it's for 1 day, 3 days, a week, or a month? It doesn't matter. You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So that's what we gotta deal with. Don't hesitate. Secure a 6 month supply for your entire family if you can, along with your medical, uh, some manuals on how to take care of things that you don't know. And you should have the manuals anyway so other people can read them. But that's the hard data for what we got today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for standing with independent media, supporting us. Hope you support, hope you like, subscribe, follow us, buy one of our books for a couple bucks, and we'll call it a donation. And maybe you'll get something out of the book. I hope you do. So stay alert, stay secure, and secure your perimeter. Never stop watching. The broadcast signal is down, but watching never stops. We're not down. We'll see you tomorrow. This is Kinetic News Daily. We are live, we are real, and now we are out. So, everybody, have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.